did that make you feel like you didn't have any protection? Like you said, you told several people and they didn't, weren't able to do anything.
A little bit, but the one person that I did tell, he wanted to go do something, but I had a talk with myself and my homegirl Talia. We had to talk about it or whatever, and she really told me some real shit. You know what I'm saying? So she do that little spiritual, little readings and shit like that. I did one of them or whatever, and it kind of like made me feel like, even though that shit fucked with me and it was fucked up how it happened, because the dude basically I never seen him again. Nobody heard from him. He ain't been at home. He just disappeared. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that happened, it was like a sign, like, okay, God, even though this happened, he not here, so this is just a restart. Just put all that shit in my music and just try to do something better. You know what I'm saying? Just keep going. That's what I just did. I could have went harder though. I didn't go hard. I still allowed a lot of shit to affect me. And then one of my homeboys, Shine, he ended up getting killed in January too. So when he died, that kind of fucked it up. I'm like, man, I really don't want to do music. Like, I just kept losing people. Then Bizzie died. I'm like, yeah, I'm really done doing music now. Because the day before he died, me and him was supposed to do a whole video shoot the next day. I literally got the messages of me and him texting. He just sent me the song after we just did. Like, man, sis, he called me at 10 o'clock that night. He died later on that morning. He called me at 10 o'clock that night, like, man, sis, you better be up in the morning. I'm calling you, so be up so we can be at our video shoot at 12. I'm like, man, I got you. I'm like, you steady calling me, bro. I'm trying to go to sleep. And that was with my man at that time, so I'm like, me and Drew trying to go to sleep. Me like, all right, cuz, just make sure you answer your phone in the morning. Boom, next morning, he dead. I'm like, yeah, I'm over this shit. So, losing people versus me just going harder, that's what I apologize to my fans about. I should have just kept going and putting that shit in my music, but at that time, when you don't have a lot of people that you think that you can rely on, or just your parents, period, that breaks a person down. I'm a female, I'm a Cancer, so a lot of shit I never had therapy on, so that shit break me down. I'm human, so shit, I should have just put all that shit in my music, but, it ain't never too late. So that's why I'm going 10 times right now.
That can be your therapy, your music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where to even go from that, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would say just keep doing your thing, for sure. Keep doing your thing. You definitely got the image, the voice, talent, So I definitely say keep doing your thing.
Yeah.
Like I said, hopefully that putting it in your music motivates you to keep going, shit, telling your story.
Hell yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. The music.
They just don't want to speak up on it.
Exactly.
Like I said, I'm still not going to say no names. I ain't going to be, it ain't about being messy. Shit is just, it is what it is. Move on. A lot of people going to be scared to speak on some real shit. And a motherfucker might even use this against me on some shit. But it ain't going to build, it ain't going to break me. A lot of shit that I done been through, you would have thought I would have broke. So a motherfucker talking about me or spreading rumors or saying this and saying that shit don't affect me. None of that. Anybody making a sneak diss or post, just conversating about me or just what I've been through, or if you know some shit about me personally that I've been through and you done laughed at me about it or then did some little shit like that, shit it don't faze me. I promise you it don't. You got to do way more than that than to break me.